Senator, thank you so much for your time today. Let's start with some of the main Farm Bill provisions included in the big, beautiful bill.
Well, yes, it's been a ag month in Washington, D.C., and it's about time. I serve on the Senate Agriculture Committee. I'm an appropriator for the Department of Agriculture, and we've been waiting for this Farm Bill to arrive. And as you indicated, the full thing is not complete yet, but the important provisions of Title I of the Farm Bill, the safety net, was included in the big, beautiful bill, what we have been calling reconciliation, an opportunity to reconcile our budgets and our spending. And the Senate and House were successful in passing that legislation. The important things there are to address the significant problems that farmers are facing across the country with high input costs and low commodity prices. And so the most important aspect of that is increasing the reference price so that the farm payments under that safety net will be larger than they otherwise would have been, and also trying to make certain that farmers have all the tools necessary to make the right decisions about which kind of safety net to choose. And in this case, they're allowed to take the better at the time of harvest, take the better of the two options that we have under the Farm Bill provisions. So a lot more flexibility and higher reference prices mean a better safety net.
So some big ticket items we're taking care of there in the big, beautiful bill, but I know there's some items still left out there that we want to handle in the Farm Bill, and they're calling it the skinny Farm Bill. And I know Chair G.T. Thompson on the other side is hoping to maybe get those talks underway here early this fall. Do you see that happening?
I do see that happening. These are the less controversial provisions of the bill. There ought to be bipartisan support to accomplish that. And we've begun the conversations in the Senate between the chairman and the ranking member, the vice chairman of the committee, the Republican leader, and the Democrat leader of our committee to do the same thing. These are provisions, related to lots of rural things, broadband, land grant research, farm credit issues, access to credit, issues like rural energy programs. So there's still a lot of things that are important to be done, and we'll work to make sure that they get done in a more timely fashion than what we've been able to see from Congress in the recent years.
We're keeping our fingers crossed that can happen. And our final few seconds here, I did want to talk to you about some of the things that you secured in the rescissions package to ensure funding for food and ag programs or food aid programs. Can you tell us about that?
Well, absolutely. This rescission package that passed the House this morning, late last night, I guess, it had passed the Senate earlier. This was the administration's suggestion, particularly as it related to international aid, foreign aid, what changes, what reductions ought to be made, and money clawed back for saving money, trying to reduce the debt, and returning dollars more, in a sense, to taxpayers. And that $9 billion package has now passed both houses. One of the things that is important, that rescission to me, and I think to farmers across the country, and really to the world, one of the things I wanted to make certain that happens is that the food programs, particularly the commodity programs by which farmers and ranchers are able to provide commodities to those who are hungry and starving around the world, that it was not impacted by this. Those programs are funded in the agricultural appropriation bill, not in the State Department bill, which was what was under rescission. But we made certain that the administrative costs, the ability to operate those programs, which does occur at the State Department, were unaffected. So Food for Peace, the McGovern-Dole feeding program, where we get commodities across the country to those who are hungry around the world, will continue. And just wanted to make sure that was happening. Farming is a noble profession, and feeding the world is a significant component of that. And our farmers also need every market they can get.
Absolutely. Well, that is good to know that. That is U.S. Senator Jerry Moran of Kansas. Thank you so much for that update today.